All right, everyone, first things first. Congratulations to the Clemson Tigers. I mean, what more can I say? They are the better team, and they proved that this afternoon. I mean, they went out there, they took care of business, they executed, they got the job done and just completely kicked our ass. My hat's off to them, and I wish them nothing but the best of luck in the championship game next week against whoever that may be. The Orange Bowl is about to start as I'm making this video. Now, I easily could have ran and hid after this one, not shown my face at all, but you guys know me well enough. I don't do that. I never run. Win or lose, I'm on here to say what I have to say, eat crow, and give credit where credit's due. So I hope you all can give me enough credit for that at least. But, oh boy, where to start with this game tonight, or this afternoon? Being honest with you guys, I've been spending at least the last half hour preparing for this video, trying to think of what to say, and I still don't exactly know what to say, to be honest with you. I mean, I could easily just say, we got our asses kicked, and then end the video. But my God, it all starts with coaching. I mean, you don't need to be a genius to figure that out. 5 weeks. 5 weeks, Brian Kelly and his coaching staff had to prepare for this game. I mean, they knew it was going to be Clemson. 5 weeks to prepare, and that's the kind of game plan that we get tonight? Are you kidding me? A run-heavy attack against, hands down, the best front seven in the country. I mean, what was Kelly and Chip Long thinking? I don't get it. I really don't. I mean, and even in addition to the game plan itself, the certain play calls at times in the game. I mean, a 3rd and long, and you run a halfback dive, or I think this was in the 3rd quarter, another 3rd and long situation, and my older brother actually called this one. He's like, "Hey guys, look, here comes a broken screen," and what happens? Sure enough, a broken screen on 3rd and long that gets stopped after 2 yards. I mean, that's the kind of game plan you run. I mean, Kelly couldn't have made it any more easier for that Clemson defense. Because, I mean, obviously they knew what we were going to run and where we were going to run it. I mean, this game, we just got outclassed and outcoached completely. And, you know, it's not, you know, obviously it's not just the coaching. It's, you know, the players made some mistakes, both physically and mentally on the field. You know, you can't put 100% of it on the coaches. I mean, just, you know, you got times where maybe Ian Book's not looking enough. He takes off running right away, things like that. Instead of trying a little bit harder to find the receivers. You know, you got mental mistakes like the touchdown that Clemson scored right before half. I mean, Jerry Tillery, you know, they already have a big play, and then Jerry Tillery puts a late hit on Lawrence and gives him 15 more yards. I'm not saying that they still wouldn't have gotten the touchdown, but could you make things any more easy for them? I mean, just mistake after mistake after mistake across the board. Now, am I surprised that we lost today? No. I mean, Clemson's a damn good football team. I mean, they're phenomenal. So, if we lost to them, no, not surprised in the slightest. But I expected a hell of a much better effort than what we got tonight. I mean, it was a piss poor effort. I mean, put it this way: when ESPN is highlighting your punter as the key player, as you know, the profile player, that should be a big of enough sign to show that the game plan and the execution were poor. And you know, this has become too much of a reoccurring trend in recent years. You know, The Irish have a great regular season. We go undefeated, and we get to the playoffs or the BCS championship or a major bowl game. Take your pick on any one of those terms. And we just all of a sudden shit the bed on the big stage. I don't get that. I really don't. I mean, in the 5 weeks that we've had to prepare for this one, and with all the flagrant disrespect and from the critics and the haters alike, you know, this was another chance for us to prove them wrong. But what do we do instead? We shit the bed and we prove them right. Now, I know there's probably going to be some people that come to me and say, well, look, Sean, I told you the Irish didn't deserve to be there. No, that's bullcrap. That's bullshit. The Irish did deserve to be in the college football playoffs. Just the problem is simply this, and this is probably going to be too harsh of a term. We're a good team. We're a really good team, but we're not elite. I mean, I again, harsh term, I know, but it showed out there today. We don't have enough playmakers. I mean, you know, obviously, Dabo Sweeney, he's able to get in the best players in the country. He's able to have playmakers all across the board. Obviously, we don't have enough. But it also seems, too, from when we're heading into these major games, you know, these major postseason bowl games, and in this case, the playoffs, it seems like we come in with this mentality of, oh, you know, we're just happy to be there. No, that's bullshit. You go out there to win. You play your asses off and you go out there to win. Now, I'm not saying play dirty. Not at all. Not at all. But if you're going to give up a 50 or 60-yard touchdown, then damn it, you better freaking make them earn it. You better be blitzing six and putting the pressure on like no other. Just so much of that was lacking. I mean, what I don't get is, you think these guys, like these 21, 22-year-old kids, you think they don't watch SportsCenter and hear all the criticism and the knocking and the disrespect? Of course they do. And it just, if you don't use that as fuel to piss you off and to get psyched up and to, you know, just play your hearts out, then I don't know what else does. But again, it goes all back to the mentality. I mean, it just the mentality. We have this mentality of we're just happy to be there. That's what it seems like to me. But it's just, we don't have it. We're missing that it factor. And I think that's really what it is. We're a real good team that has a lot of good players, but we're not elite. And I don't know anymore. I really don't. I just hope that there can be some changes made. I'm not saying fire Kelly. You know, I already got a comment before making this video that was just completely asinine and stupid. But these little things have got to change. Well, I guess they're not really little, but you guys know what I mean. You know, they're just the whole mentality and the coaching and all that, it has to change. I mean, there's been too much of this where we have a great regular season, a lot of promise, and then we just shit the bed on the big stage. I mean, we're a better team than that. And if you're, you know what, if you're gonna lose, then damn it, you better go down swinging. But we just seem to really give up after that first quarter. But a very disappointing way to end the season. But at the same time, you know, this team deserves all the credit in the world. I mean, coming into the season, we were projected on average to win maybe 9 games. But we prove everybody wrong. We go undefeated. We make our first ever college football playoff. So by the numbers, by the win-loss record, successful season. But I can't lie, it doesn't feel like one. I mean, if you have nothing to show for going 12-0, then it feels like it's a lost season. It really does. But I know these are only, they're only young kids. They're doing the best that they can. But it's just, as a fan, it's a big-time letdown. It really is. I mean, I just was hoping that if you're, like I said, if you're going to lose, at least put up a better effort. I mean, that was lousy. But nothing you can do about it now. I mean, this sucks right now, big time, but the one thing I've learned is that a lost football game, it's not the end of the world. The world's going to keep on turning, and tomorrow's another day. But I just, one positive that you can look on this, 2 years ago we were a 4-8 team, and now 2 short years later, here we are winning 12 games and making it to the playoffs. Now that is one damn hell of a turnaround. So the big positive is things are looking on the up and up, but you gotta bring in the talent. You gotta find ways to match up with these elite teams, because we're not there yet, and that showed this afternoon. So all you guys in ND Nation, you can think that I'm being an asshole. I'm sorry. I'm just calling it like I see it. I mean, we were outmatched, outplayed, outcoached, outclassed in this one. We're not there yet. So we got to find a way to get there. So with that said, guys, I mean, I'm just going to end up repeating myself at this point. I think I've done it a few times already, but it's just a shitty ass way to end the season. But there's always another year, and with what these guys are able to do this year, it was impressive, but just a bad way to end the season. So, on that note, guys, this is ND Sean 45 signing off. No matter what happens, I'm always Irish for life. So on that note, guys, God bless, and go Irish!